Hello, I'm Tim Morris from Cincinnati State, and today we are going to talk about FAA publications for aircraft maintenance technicians. So here's what we're going to talk about specifically. We're going to talk about advisory circulars. What is an advisory circular? We're going to talk about special airworthiness information bulletins, SAIBs, malfunction and defect report, which is also called an MRD or a service difficulty report. So we're starting at the mechanics page of the Federal Aviation Administration. And so I like to go to this page, and if you click on the FAA for you, it takes you to the mechanics page. Now, friendly advice. We all like friendly advice, and sometimes we get friendly advice from Uncle Sam. And what we're talking about specifically is we're talking about an advisory circular. So here I've got the site for advisory circulars when we go to the FAA website. And I always think of this just like advice. It doesn't mean that I have to do it. Advice, when somebody gives me advice, they're just kind of suggesting something. So an example of an advisory circular is this one here. This is AC 65-30. And it's overview of the aviation maintenance profession. So this doesn't sound like a document that I have to do something that's giving me an order or a requirement. It's giving me a way to go about doing something, a way to comply with something, or a way to achieve an objective. So my colors, if you notice my colors on this, that I've got a light color. The background is a light color because these are very low down here on the scale of how urgent of a document this is. But this is an FAA government document, and it's called an advisory circular. There's a list of advisory circulars on the web page, and we can search for different information. Service difficulty report. So let's say that we're out working in the field and we're working on airplanes, and we come across something that we see that we say, you know what, this is probably not good. This thing broke, and I wonder if this broke on some other airplanes, and maybe it's something part of the landing gear. We say, you know, nothing happened, but it could be serious if a landing gear part broke and we wrecked an airplane or we hurt somebody. So what I can do is I can fill out this report that's called a service difficulty report, and I can send this to the FAA. It's also called a malfunction or defect report. So the service difficulty report, you can see this is from the website. This is from the FAA website. And we've looked at an SDR here. And this is where I click. If I click on this link up here, service difficulty report, I can fill one out. But it tells us what the purpose is. And it's kind of what I said there in the beginning. Is it's something that is brought to our attention. Maybe it's not something that's normal wear. You know, a tire normally wears. We wear out tires. But a landing gear part breaking, now that's not normal wear. So I can report this, I can fill out this, and here's the form. This is on the internet, on the website, on the FAA website. I can fill out this form and I can file this electronically with the FAA. Now this is a little higher up on the scale. This is, you know, if my advisory circular is down here, I'm going a little higher up when I get to a service difficulty report. So what happens with these? So the FAA takes this service difficulty report and they will disseminate. They will get this information out to other mechanics. So we can look for these problems, this landing gear problem. I'll help other mechanics because the FAA will publish this. And this becomes now a little higher up on the scale. You can see my color of the background is a little bit hotter color. And it will become a special airworthiness information bulletin. Like if they get a report from us and they get a report from a mechanic someplace else and a mechanic someplace else, all of a sudden the FAA starts to pay attention to this. And this can be used to alert other mechanics. So I can go to this website for special airworthiness information bulletins and I can look up a specific airplane. I can look up a Cessna 150 and I can say, look in here and see all the things that I really should be inspecting this airplane for on top of what I normally inspect. This is called a SAIB. Now, back to the FAA AC, advisory circular. An advisory circular is advice. So that means it is non-regulatory. and it means that I don't have to do what's in the AC. A special airworthiness information bulletin is exactly what it says. It's an information bulletin. Do I have to comply with an SIAB? No, they're non-regulatory. Okay, it's another information type thing that is probably coming from service difficulty reports. It's just the FAA saying, hey, here's some information. Heads up. You want to look out for this. Here is a special airworthiness information bulletin, and this one is on landing lights and taxi switches. And it says this is being issued to advise you of an airworthiness concern on mandatory replacement intervals on the Cessna landing light, beacon light, and taxi switches on these airplanes. And it says down here, at this time, this airworthiness concern is not considered unsafe that would warrant an airworthiness directive. Right? So this is just a level down below an AD note. So now that we've gone from cold to a little warmer, let's talk about when things start to get really bad. Airworthiness directives. Now this is 911. You know, they're calling 911. 911. We got something we really need to fix on these airplanes because this will be unsafe. So here's airworthiness directives, and you can see now we're to a hot color. We're to red, right? So the FAA website, we can look up AD notes, and this is the website for looking up AD notes. Here is an airworthiness directive. This happens to be the top priority of all airworthiness directives. This is an emergency airworthiness directive. So this is only a few of them are emergency airworthiness directives, but this one is one that could be life and death. So it says it's sent to this is for the SF-50 jet, and there was an emergency prompted a Cirrus reporting 3 incidents on the model SF-50 stall warning and protection system. So this one's a big deal. So this is what an emergency AD looks like. Now ADs are regulation, and that means that when the FAA passes an AD, it is like passing a law. So the law is on this SF-50, you will fix this if you get this AD. And this is the section of the regulations called Part 39. And Part 39 goes 39.1 through 39.9. And it tells you what is an AD, can I operate an airplane if there's an AD on it, and it's serious business. So these are things that if we have an AD and if it meets our airplane and it is on our serial number of airplane and it meets all the other criteria, we have to follow the airworthiness directive or it's a violation of law. Okay, so this is the highest level. This is the emergency type of thing, or AD. An airworthiness directive is one step below an emergency, but it is a airworthiness safety issue, right? We have no choice. We must follow what it says if it applies to our airplane. What we covered today was we talked about advisory circulars, special airworthiness information bulletins, malfunction and defect reports, and we talked about airworthiness directives. Thanks for watching.